with another book recommendation. I'm gonna drop in the link in the description below, and I'm sure you guys are gonna click on it and buy the book right away because it is so good. And the book is called Financial Freedom by Dheeraj Taneja. I loved his first book so much that I decided to buy another, and I was not at all disappointed. So this book talks about financial independence, its importance, and the steps you can follow to achieve financial freedom. I mean, how can anyone ignore this topic or this book? Firstly, it talks about what being financially independent is. So basically it means taking ownership of your finances. That means that you have a dependable cash flow that allows you to live the life you want. And if you're someone who compare their lives with other people, that Falana is doing better or Falana is earning more, this book will help you get the right perspective. You don't have to be super rich to be happy. That is the universal truth. But to be happy, you have to be financially independent. If you feel your income is not enough, but you're able to sustain yourself without relying on others or taking frequent loans, that means you're financially independent. So be proud of yourself. And even if you're not there yet, stop comparing, have faith in yourself, and you will reach where you want to be. And this book just makes it easier, since it talks about the steps you can or rather should follow to achieve financial freedom. Don't believe me yet? So I'll be sharing few of my favorite steps mentioned in this book, and you'll know for yourself. First and the most important step is to check your financial health. Yes guys, it is as important as checking your physical health. We all know the root cause of all the major diseases is stress, and 80% of the stress is caused through some or the other kind of financial issues that we are facing. So if you are, the first thing is to accept it and then look out for ways to overcome it. And there's nothing shameful about it. Everybody goes through some or the other kind of difficult phases in their life. So own it, accept it, and work on it. Second, it says write down your financial goals. I am a believer of writing things down, and this book emphasizes so much on setting your goals, because if you don't, you'll end up spending more, and 90% of it would be on unnecessary things. So in this chapter, it talks about what kind of goals you should be setting for yourself. First is setting short-term goals, like setting money aside for emergency fund, any kind of rent that you have to pay, credit card bills. Setting this particular goal is really important, because first you need to save your income for all your mandatory expenses, and then later think about spending money on other things. Next is your midterm goals. Like if you're planning on buying a car or a house, so setting money aside for its first down payment, these all can be your midterm goals. And lastly, long-term financial goal. So usually everyone's long-term goal is to save up enough money for retirement. This book talks about steps that you can follow to achieve this goal of yours. Like saving 10 to 15% of every paycheck of yours is a good start. Next is a very common step, which is spend less. My mother has always taught me, don't ever take a credit card. मेरे दिमाग में तो डर बिठा दिया है, but this has actually helped me learn how to curb my desire and my wants limited to my income, because it is always better to buy things that you can afford at that time and not rely on credit cards. But if you do have a credit card, try spending less. Next step is really important. It says start investing. If you're saving your money and just keeping it in your bank account and think it's enough, no, it is not. Not in today's day and age. Extremely important to start investing your money. And if you're someone like me who has no knowledge about it, this book is gonna come in handy. And lastly, my most favorite chapter, it is the motto that I live by. It is buy more experiences and less things. Thankfully, me and my husband, we both are of the same mentality. We rather save our money for a trip or do an adventurous activity rather than spend it on expensive clothes or other things. We both follow the minimalist way of living. That's the reason you'll not find anything expensive in our room. We just have the basic and the necessary stuff, and we are doing just fine. So guys, if you want to get the right perspective about money and want that money should not control your life, rather you should control it, then click on the link below and buy this book right away. Thank you all for watching. Until next video, bye bye.